Hello, beautiful people. How are we? Are we good? I hope that we are good. Is my mic muted? Unmuted? It is unmuted. Good! That would have been a strong start to the week if I wasn't unmuted when I thought I was. How are we? Are we good? Hope you guys are doing as well as I am. I've just finished recording tomorrow's video for the YouTubes. I've still got to edit it, so that's this evening's job. But you know what? I feel like playing some Apex. And also, you might have noticed there's something missing. Oh, okay, have you spotted what's different in the background? There's something missing over my shoulders. It goes down for another year, chat. Next playoffs, the Leafs are in. Hopefully next summer. Spring. The jersey will return. The Maple Leafs, they you know what? I wasn't streaming yesterday anyway. I'd kind of made that decision at night on Friday. I wasn't going to do a stream on Monday. If I had been doing a stream on Monday, I wouldn't have been doing it. The hockey was that bad on Sunday night. I don't want to discuss it anymore. I'm so upset. It's one thing to lose in a game 7. To lose in a game 7 6-1, like the biggest capitulation by any team in a game 7 ever. I'm just in pain, chat. I'm just in pain. Oh dear, hockey, eh? Hockey, sport. It's why we love it. The lows and the highs. Or if you're a Leafs fan, it's just eternal suffering, I think. And that's what I'm coming to the conclusion of. But yeah, I'm doing good besides. I had a lovely little weekend away, which was fun. But we're back, and I've been craving some football manager goodness today. MD Games, dude, thank you for the tier 2 Twitch sub. I appreciate the tier 2 especially, dude. So many months continuing support, dude. I appreciate 43 months is a long-ass time. I assume, MD, you also watch the YouTube stuff as well as the Twitch stuff. I mean, if you don't, don't consider toning down the sub. But yeah, I feel like if you're a tier 2 or higher sub, it's the same on YouTube. I almost feel like you have to enjoy both sets of content. Hopefully the Champo can cheer me up. You know what? That's the attitude we need to have today. Where is the Champo? Here is the Champo. Oh, I forgot how good things are going when we left things. I forgot how good things are looking when we left things. Actually, yeah, we had a great end to the week, didn't we? Look at the Champo. Look at that. We're beaten Bayern Munich away. We're beaten Anderlecht. I mean, to be fair, we look at those teams we've beaten, it doesn't really look as impressive, does it? We drew against Liverpool. You know what? That was a good result. We're pretty much guaranteed a spot in the second round of the knockouts, I think. If we get a win against Roma or Milan, we're definitely in the top 8, which is massive for seeding and stuff. So, pretty happy with that. We've got Man 62 and Europa Point before then. Also, I don't have any transfer, but oh no, I do have transfer budget. I spent all the transfer budget, and then the board gave me more, didn't they? I remember now. I should have searched budget instead of transfer. Why does the typing just not work in this game, chat? Budget. Why is it not? Board. Okay, well, you'll have to take my word for it. Obviously, if you watched the stream yesterday, you'll remember it. The transfer budget did get increased. Why is that inbox item from 6 days ago missing? Maybe I was just searching the wrong thing. Is top 8 worth any extra coefficient points? It's not. Well, it is in terms of the knockout round you enter in at, but it's not worth anything more besides that. Can you show most credibility at some point during the next season? Oh, what, in the Journey Manager? Maybe I'll show it next time I move teams, OP Market Garden. I don't like showing it whilst I'm still there, but maybe when I move teams, that makes more sense. Last game against Milan, need to remember to turn on the no Panenka on penalty button. It's too soon. It's too soon. So I have got money. The thing is, I've got budget. I don't think there's actually anyone to spend it on, is there? Like, that is the reality. Like, all I'm going to spend it on is a youngster. Chat, why is there a goalkeeper who's 18 and a free agent? Who wants him? Oh, I'll have him. Was this guy not here yesterday? Why did I not notice this guy yesterday? I'll just throw a load of money so he says the line. Say the line, but... how many slots does the Gibraltarian League have now? Only 3. No, 4 for Europe. It hasn't gone up significantly because none of the other teams in Gibraltar have ever made the league stage of anything. Yeah, I keep saying yesterday. The last stream was on Friday. Just you've not missed a stream. In my head, yesterday just means the previous stream because apparently my days are defined by streams. Are you really good or is this a dream run? We've had a very easy draw, but we have got some good results against Bayern and Liverpool, for example. Like, our team is good. Like, we've got some great young players and we're improving a lot, but we are definitely, like, overperforming. Like, that there is no denying. Right, welcome Flores. I mean, that is a free transfer, just feels good. I have just signed a new goalie. I just remembered last stream I literally signed a new goalie. I signed Thomas Anderson. Is he better than Thomas Anderson? I have spent £11 million on Thomas there, and now I'm not... Well, The potential says that Thomas has better potential. They're both good. They're both good. They're both good. They're both good. Can never have too many world-class goalies. Why is it goalies that I find easier to sign in this save game over any other position? One goalie a stream, true. I mean, to be fair, look, eventually, hopefully soon as well, our reputation will rise so our player rises go up. And when that happens, maybe I can get more for players. Is there any more freebies? Probably not that good. I think I've set my expectation unnecessarily high. Who's bid on a Maddie? Oh, Bayern have made a bid on him. Oh, chat, he's available for free. Should we get him to say the line? I mean, it'd be stupid not to, right? It would be silly not to sign this guy. If Bayern want him, he must be quality. I need him to say, this is a very acceptable offer. I need him to say the line. Otherwise, he's definitely going to Bayern over me. For people who aren't familiar, there's like a line here, a string is what it's called, the text, that appears that basically guarantees the player will sign for you no matter what. And I want him to say the line. Thing is, he's probably worth like £1 million. He probably is actually worth £1 million. I can't believe how much I'm giving him here for him not to say the line. I can't. I'll go to 4,000. Okay, I can't give him, but Chat, he looks very, very good. Granted, he has potential, but not current ability. But if Bayern want him, his potential must be mad. I really want him to say the line. I'll go up to 5,000. That is my limit. I can't give him more than that. My logic is, if Bayern want him, he must be good. Which I think is good logic, but maybe it's not. Jay Hodge, dude, how you doing? Thank you for the 8 months to the Prime. Are we still adding to the toucan fund? I think so. I'm not sure what's going to let me get a toucan, but I am still putting money, saving up money for a toucan. Also, I did see Cabrera's value. Yeah, Cabrera's value is very, very high now, but I can't do anything about it. I've not got a sell on, so I'm not going to look at it and cry. Is it normal in FM stations that regen footballers don't really exist? It's more common than it should be, put it that way. Part of me's like, do I just sign these guys? I mean, this guy... he's not that good. I was about to say, do I just sign these like British guys to play for the Gibraltar national team? I hope Amadi signs for me, but I suspect he's going to Bayern. There's so many bids on my players. Oh, De Carlos. De Carlos has run down his contract and left to Newcastle on a free. I can't even do a sell now, can I? I can't even do a sell now. I'm fuming. Right, so I've lost De Carlos on a free, but I have signed Reddy Flores on a free. Who's won the deal? Probably them. Probably them. Right, I have been rotating things around. Also, I just remembered, at the end of the stream yesterday, I did the thing that I sometimes do when I finish streaming, where I start procrastinating and looking at the squads and thinking, should I promote or demote anyone? I actually came to the realisation that So Juan here, I should probably play more. Like, he was originally in the senior team and he's capped for career and I dropped him. But, like, I probably should just be giving him game time, given his potential and given the fact he has actually been improving a lot. So that's exactly what we're going to start doing. We're going to start using him in these league games more. It also helps complete kind of the young 11 that I've been building with, like, the kids everywhere. I still want to get in a young left back, ideally. I say that. We have Jabang, who was that young left back, but there's just question marks over his potential. Our next game after this is in a week. You know what? We'll go with this team. So we've got 2 league games, then back-to-back Champions League games to wrap up the league stage. And the transfer window is open. Go and have fun without pressure. Go and enjoy yourself. But enjoy yourself by being disciplined. And yeah, we have got to remember to play JJ in league games. I've got him in the team here. He's still developing well. I feel like South Korea's golden generation is in the palm of my hand, and it's my responsibility to, like, win South Korea a World Cup. You know, if the Gibraltar national team manager doesn't work out as a career, I'll just become the South Korea manager. But yeah, chat, how are you guys? Did you have a good weekend? What did you do in my absence yesterday? I had a nice, just chilled out kind of day off streaming yesterday. Although, if you watched today's YouTube video, which I'm not going to give any spoilers for, but you might have noticed that the start date and end date of the episode were quite far apart. I had to play a lot of Football Manager yesterday, even though I wasn't streaming. Kalinowski, we love that. Doesn't deserve a face, but got a goal. I missed you yesterday. I cried in your absence. That, you know what? That happens. I cry in my own absence sometimes. Then I look in the mirror. God, that makes me sound like a vain prick, doesn't it? Let's be honest. It's a lovely goal by Kalinowski. Today, chat, I put out a tweet. Did anyone see the tweet I put out? I just want to know if FM26 is definitely happening. Like, we've seen that Football Manager, according to Sega's, like, financial annual report, are releasing a game in Q3 of the 2026 financial year. The financial year for 2026 actually ends in March. So Q3 is, like, end of September to Christmas. Football Manager will never launch, like, in December. So there probably is going to be a Football Manager, but I just want to see a Football Manager Twitter account. I just want sign of life from the admins, really, on the Football Manager account that they're alive. Just tweet out a Football Manager 2026 is coming. Or we are pleased to announce FM 2026 will launch in 2025. Just give us something to, I don't know, look forward to. Wasn't yesterday just a day of mourning for the Leafs? No, I got over it more quickly than I expected. I think if the Leafs had lost more narrowly, I would have been more upset in a weird way. Like, it was more of a rock bottom, the way in which they lost on Sunday night. But they never really gave you hope, so it was fine. Last week you were very optimistic about FM26. I mean, to be clear, I still am. It would just be nice to have the confirmation, wouldn't it? I mean, normally we don't get Football Manager news until, like, July, late July, early August. Like, that is the normal Football Manager kind of window. But, I've heard nothing, like, through any internal kind of communication I have with SI as a content creator. I've not heard anything from them since before the delay was announced. Like, dating back to Feb, I've not had any communication with anyone. So maybe they've all been fired. I don't think they have been, but it'd just be nice to yeah, there is a game. And I know they probably don't want to promise a game because there wasn't a game last year, but you know, like, if they're not confident of delivering a title this year, what the fuck are they doing? Also, it's free now. We're chilling. Let's make some subs here. We'll take off Jang, a logo in, shuffle things around there. Few subs, bish bash bosh. I've got to wait for the subs to happen. Let's hope SI won't declare bankruptcy. SI have a lot of money in the bank. I say they have a lot of money. Sega have a lot of money in the bank. SI are in no danger of going bankrupt over not releasing a Football Manager for 1 year, chat. I mean, there's 2 fouls there, and the ref's given neither of them. But at least now we can net free and fillet. In your absence, I spent yesterday deep in F1 podcasts. I didn't really get to watch the race at the weekend, actually, chat. I was watching it, but it was muted and I was on a train. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've ever tried watching an F1 race without commentary. Like, it's hard to keep track of everything that's happening and kind of discussion points. Especially because every time you go through a tunnel, the stream buffers. But how was it? Also, Bent Fuck. Interesting username. Thank you for the Prime. There was no Crofty on comms. Oh, I did hear about that. I got a bit of a shock when I stuck on the Indy car when I got home on Sunday, and it was bloody Thingy commentating it. Will Buxton. Will Buxton commentated IndyCar. Did not realise that had happened. I hadn't even noticed he was missing from the F1 stuff this year. Reject all transfer offers, please. Bayern Munich, sorry, not Bayern Munich. Manchester United making offers for Kalinowski. Nobody liked that. Apparently their last race in Imola. I'm a bit conflicted over Imola. Because I actually don't think the racing is that good there, but it is. It's quite a. It's a technical track, but it's like. From what I watched of the race, and bear in mind, like I said, I was watching without sound. It felt like the race was largely dictated by safety cars, and the safety cars weren't due to driver errors; they were due to just failures. Like if you held a gun to my head and said pick Monza or Imola to go, I'm picking Imola. I think so much of it depends on what circuit like comes in for it. Do you know what I mean? I think that applies to a lot of F1 stuff. Also, who is this bloke? When did he get caps for Gibraltar? He's not even on my radar. Is he in our national pool? He is. Never shows up. For all the years of entertainment, love Taylor, and this is a token of my appreciation. My name is Ben TF, and I'm from the UK. Ah, okay. How should I say your name without being demonetized? Isn't the Madrid circuit, the Madrid race is again apparently replacing... I thought the Madrid race was replacing Valencia. Is that not what's happening? Malik Cody is chilling. Look at him. I say that. He's not that good. Can't wait for the quali this weekend because there's no racing on Sunday. Look, occasionally Monaco's quite good. I actually find... Oh, chat. Chat, I have emptied the war chest for this guy. Sorry, yeah, why did I say Valencia? It's a circuit to Catalonia. Literally. But is the Madrid race not replacing that? Which is actually a shame in itself, because I think since they removed the chicane at the end of the lap, the racing there's like fairly good. Chat, I've broken the bank to sign this guy, but I do think it's worth it. I don't really have an exciting fullback. How much would it cost me to buy him now? $500,000. Do I buy him now? He's not even playing for Midtjylland. I think we buy him now. Like, if he has the potential that he's alleged to have, like, he'll be different gravy. But he has to start improving quickly. I think I've got to give him game time over Ouattara in league games. I actually think he looks pretty good. Wing-backs in Football Manager, like, they never have everything. You just got to get him as well-rounded as possible. The fact he's already got good tackling when you can't train tackling is, like, a really nice bonus. Did he go? He went into the youth team. Amadi. Right, get him in. Is that my best young 11 now? I kind of feel like Savino should be in over Jang. Try to give Savino game time. Although, actually, the man who should be getting game time is Silla. If I think he's the future. Is there a reason why you can't train tackling as an additional focus, or is it just one of those FM things? Honestly, I think it's because in real life, you don't really train tackling as a thing. Like, you don't do training drills that are specifically targeting tackling because you get injured doing that. And you don't want to get injuries. Pro tip, chat. You don't want to get injuries. I think, honestly, instead of taking away tracks, just adjusting the widths of the tracks in certain corners to enable some late breaking situations would be much more beneficial. The thing is, Harvey, that's very, very costly for the tracks themselves. And a lot of tracks can't just be made wider. Like, there was lots of issues at, I think, was it the Circuit de Catalunya, where they couldn't change the chicane for ages at the end of the lap because it meant the cars would carry too much pace. And, like, there wasn't enough runoff area. Like, sadly, it really is not as simple as just make the tracks wider. I know at certain tracks in recent years, they've kind of done that. Like Jeddah, they did that. And at Abu Dhabi, they did it as well. They, like, reprofiled some of the track. But they are very, very different circuits that operate on very, very different budgets. Hello, chat. Do you have any updates on the release date of the Journeyman website? I don't ADM, I'm afraid to say. Not right now. Just make every race a Lego race. I'm on board with that. Great idea. Keep getting bids on Latifi, and I'm not 100% against selling Latifi. His output at the start of the year was madder than I just dropped him. And now that I'm coming around to the idea that I need to give So Juan as many games as possible, it's difficult. Right. Where are we at here? Kalinowski. When is Kalinowski not on a 10.0 for his training rating, by the way? Like, the man loves to train. Sai's developing nicely. That's really good to see. And Jay, lots of green arrows too. I really, really want to sign Jang, but he just has no interest in joining me. Can we get a league update? It's not really moved. Who's this guy? Like, our rep just hasn't really moved, sadly, chat. Bath wants to discuss, mate, you're too influential. That is the go-to line now on a lot of these players. Like, the league rep is now the 46th biggest league. But it's still behind, like, the Republic of Ireland League, for example. Like, we're a long way away, chat. Like, we've got the TV deal now, but none of the teams in our league have started spending the money yet. I mean, the good news is they've all got absolutely stacked bank balances now. Like, so hopefully they will start spending money and they should all go professional. Stuff like that will help. Is perfectionist better than professional? Yes. Technically, yes, but there's probably very rare fringe cases where it wouldn't be. Right. We are playing in the Champo shortly after this, so I am going to rotate the team kind of a bit heavily here. I mean, it's already like the rotated 11 in. But I am going to add a little bit more to the mix. Am I risking it too much by rotating too much? That's the only thing I'm a little bit worried about. Is Cliff still getting on the bench? Bad news. Not as much as he has been previously. 60 watch streak, not even acknowledged. I'm sorry, Twist him up here. I can't see all those redemptions with my merged chat that I use. I'm sorry to the watch streakers amongst you. My multi-stream chat that shows YouTube and Twitch doesn't show watch streaks. Have I ranted about the Leafs yet? I'm too sad to rant about the Leafs. Like, I'm not even really sad in a weird way. I'd be like more upset and disappointed if they'd looked like they were in it in Game 7, but within like 12 minutes of Game 7, I just knew that they weren't going to win. Like, there was never any hope to have ripped away from me. I guess the hope existed after the Game 6, right? Like, there was maybe 40 seconds of hope when they got the goal back via Domi right at the start of the third. But just in general, like... No, the thing is, the Leafs weren't the favourites going into the series against the Panthers. When you go 2 games up, you start to think, oh, we've got a chance. Then when you bring it back to 3-3 after losing 3 on the road, and arguably one of the best games I've seen the Leafs play, actually, against Florida, in Florida, that Game 6. To then just piss it all away by literally having one of the worst Game 7s ever seen by a team at home in a Game 7. Like, statistically and just the eye test. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I've watched every game of hockey ever. It was genuinely fucking atrocious. Like, I couldn't even really be sad afterwards because it just, like, I'd had, like, the previous 2 hours to come to terms with what I was going to witness. Do you know what I mean? Like... And I was really excited before the game, but I think there was like a situation that had like 20 shots before the Leafs had a shot. How did Wok take it when you told her the hockey was over? She was happy. Although I think she's now going to miss having more empty space in the bed for extra hours. Oh, the Leafs, like Arsenal, look good, but they bottle it by the end of the season. I mean, Arsenal fans have it good compared to the Leafs. I don't think there's any other sports team that I can genuinely compare to the Leafs. I don't think there's any team that... Every time you think you've seen every way they can disappoint you, they come up with a new way. I had someone who was a Buffalo fan, but the Buffalo Sabres have not made the playoffs in 16 years. But since the lockout 19 years ago, the Buffalo Sabres have won more playoff rounds than the Leafs have won. Like, it's just sad. They're 0-7 in Game 7s in the Matthews era. Yeah, they are. And also, Matthews and Marner have never scored in a Game 7. Not that I'm bitter. How was the Eurovision Song Contest aside? I actually didn't get to watch it, chat. I was out with mates. Wow. Player 1701, mate, thank you for the 60... I don't know what it shows in dollars. It's £50. $66.39 if you wanted to know the exchange rate. That's very generous of you. Crystal Palace used to be like the Leafs, but now are the FA Cup champions, mate. I'm so happy. I have a lot of Palace friends. Palace is like one of 4 teams that are near me. And I was so happy when Palace won. I actually got to watch the game in a pub in Margate. I was in Margate for the weekend, chat, soaking up the sun. There was a couple of Palace fans there having the time of their lives, and it made me well happy. Player 1701, I hope you got to the game, mate, and I hope you had an amazing time. I'm well happy because I do have a lot of Palace supporting friends. It's just quite exciting being a Palace fan at the moment. Like, there was just a period where they were existing, but Gloucester, it's just fun football as well. What am I going to spend that money on? It goes to the Toucan Fund, I think. I think it goes to the Toucan Fund. Yeah, I didn't get to watch the Eurovision Song Contest this year, chat. And I usually do watch it, actually. I just didn't realise it was on the weekend. It was on when I made plans. Until Palace lose every good player this summer. The thing is, Peter, people said the exact same when they lost players like Elise. And when they lost... And, like, look at them. They've done better for it. Like, they're probably going to lose Gay. They're probably going to lose Eze to his release clause. But I don't think Palace fans care. Like... Compared to where the team is now to when they lost Hodgson, like, I'd really trust the current kind of recruitment team to sign the right players to replace those players leaving. But I literally don't think Palace fans could give a fuck. Sigh, bang it. Okay, Jay scored there. He's offside. I just realised we've netted 3, and we're just having a nice chat. Hopefully, Palace don't do a Pompey. I mean, the two things are completely like uncomparable, Amit. I mean, I guess you mean winning the FA Cup and going down, but Pompey's issues. I'm going to say unique, but Leeds might beg to differ. But like the mismanagement at Portsmouth is its whole other thing. Right, Silla with 2. Silla, 2 goals. Love that. How has Kim done in those games there that we've played him in? An assist 7.9. I feel like I have to give Kim game time, chat. He looks very good. Yeah, nearly 100 games, 1 in a row in the league, chat. What do we do for 100? How did Wack like Margate? She loved it. We've now done Whitstable, and we've done Margate. We did Whitstable for the day, and we've done Margate. I feel like now I want to take her to Cornwall. Yeah, we've explored some of the finer areas of the southeast. She wants to go to Hastings, but I don't know if anyone from Hastings can confirm. Editor Harrison lives in the vicinity of Hastings. He never talks about it glowingly. Yeah, Indy 500, Monaco and Liverpool Trophy lift this weekend. Chat, how good is that for a weekend? Oh, I can't wait. I think I'm going to play NDIA in this next game. His goal scoring's been much better. Heads up about Ndong. He thinks he should be starting more games. Mate, I've just hit my keyboard there. He literally plays a lot. I hate... The playing time thing in Football Manager seems to only really account for league games. So when you're doing what I'm doing, where I'm playing players in Europe more, like, it just doesn't seem to work out. Can I maybe lower his playing time? Oh, I was meant to have a discussion with him about it. I'll have it with him tomorrow. Unless he just doesn't complain, in which case we're chilling. No, he just doesn't want to discuss it. Well, that's good. Is the Indy 500 and Monaco on at the same time? Nah, Indy is on a lot later. Like, they're quite a good back-to-back watch. Is the Indy 500 on Sky Sports F1? Does anyone know? The Indy, if you've never watched the Indy 500, even if you like F1 a little bit, you're just kind of a bit curious. Like the regular IndyCar season, like outside of ovals, like is a lot more akin to F1. But the spectacle of the Indy 500 is a really fun watch. To be fair, Wok does want to go to Grimsby, chat. She's watched Grimsby on like Benefit Britain. And like various YouTubers, you know, when they do the videos of like, I went to the poorest place in the UK. And she's decided she wants to go to Grimsby. Now, look, I'm from Lincolnshire. So it is my stomping ground. I've actually played on Blundell Park. It's pitch. That is Grimsby Town Football Club's pitch. I don't think she needs to see it. Is Pato O'Ward in the Indy? He is. He starts on the front row this weekend. Yeah, if you're a Pato O'Ward fan, watch the Indy 500 to watch our boy. Actually, is he on the front row? Is he in the front three? I know is it Sato, O'Ward, and Schwartzman? I'm trying to remember now. Go to Grimsby on purpose. That I question it too. So, chat, the Indy 500 is definitely on after the F1 on Sunday. So, like, if you've never watched it, like, I'll say now, it's a very, very different vibe, but the spectacle is very kind of fun and crazy. Is Pato as good in real life as he was on F1 Manager? He's one of the better, the most likely IndyCar drivers. I say that. What about Palou? Or Palau? How do you say Palou's name? It's definitely not Palou, but I always want to just say Palou. But I think Pato. Oh, wait. Chat said F, but we're back. Report to my death greatly exaggerated. The Pato slander killed the stream. True. Are we back? I think we're back, everyone. Mini F. I mean, the stream didn't go down on Twitch, so I consider that a win. I like the fact we changed the multi-streaming setup, and now instead of the stream completely dying all the time, and then it completely dies like half the time. What's happening with England and Zimbabwe on Thursday? I assume that's in the cricket. Makarov, I really don't watch that much Test cricket anymore. I'm afraid to say. So I don't really have any thoughts. Sorry to my cricket-loving brethren. Also, chat, this is going to sound mental and like I live in a hole. I didn't know about Freddie Flintoff's Top Gear incident. Like, I kind of just thought Top Gear had been cancelled of its own accord. I didn't realise that there'd been, he got injured on set and obviously had to have the surgery and stuff on his face. Like, I randomly had it pop up on a YouTube recommended video, and I don't understand how I didn't hear about that. And why I only heard about it, like, last week. It was very odd. I was like, how have I just not heard about this? Well, this isn't, like, small news. I felt bad that I didn't know about it. I'm sat thinking, what else has happened that I just don't know has happened? Because apparently I live in a bubble. Right. It's time for UCL League 7. Fix my Twitter algorithm. I mean, I'll be honest, the FYP is not great. The Queen died! When did that happen? What? I never knew that. Are we not playing Jan because he doesn't want to sign? He's just not been scoring. Oh, right. Chat, it's back-to-back Champo time. We have dropped down here because other teams played on Tuesday. But if we win today, we are guaranteed a top 8 finish. That's what we want. Team news, pretty much at full strength. A logo's injured. He might have been on the bench. Elsewhere, I'm dropping Jang. 4 goals in 9 games. He's not scored in the Champo yet. NDIA is the Champo goal scorer for us, so he has to get the nod. Team is pretty much full strength here. This is a really good team. Oh, beat Roma at home, we skip a knockout round. It will mean that we have our best ever European performance, because we've technically never made it past the second round, so it'll be our joint best. Can you imagine a team that only has 2 stands and just car parks behind either goal? They make the Champions League knockouts in the second round. Imagine if we top it all. Okay, let's do this. They're playing Kokot up front. He's the Polish bloke who used to play for one of the teams we kept playing in the Conference League, Lech. He signed from Inter for 2.5 million and then they loaned him out. I skipped the roof. I skipped the roof to look at Cocott's profile. Oh, we're going to lose. We're washed. Chat, it's all over. What have I done? I don't deserve to win. I don't deserve to get top 8. I skipped the roof. I've caused great offence. What have I done? I'm going to lose my job. I mean, their team is very good. How good's Profundi in this save game? He's good, isn't he? It's mad that we're 12 years in and he's still only 28, isn't it? To be honest. I skipped the roof. If we now lose, chat, the roof is potentially a source of our powers. Unfollowing may follow again when this is a roof stream again. It's a great reference. Okay, Freitas. That nearly went in. We'll shout some encouragement. The boys have recovered well here. They had a flurry of chances early on, but we're back. I'm excited, chap, because we're expanding the stadium at the end of the season. And I don't know if the roof's still going to be here. It could be a very different ground next year. They've got Livramento at inverted wing-back on the right-hand side. Their manager's cooking. The stadium work doesn't start until the summer, chat, so we won't know if we're losing the roof or not until then. I am nervous for it. Bove. Zelfsky. I think I said that correctly. Oh, my word. What a save, NDIA. What a save. I love my goalie. I love this man. He's the best goalie since Oliver Kahn. Also, 16 handling, 71 runs, 16 passing. He could play a playmaker. I mean, 0-0 at the break. A draw, I think, is enough. I think a draw is enough to guarantee us a top spot now. I should check. One sec. Let's do the maths. So we'll be on 17. As things stand, it's enough. I don't know what these other teams are doing, and there's too many games to do the calculations on. We're going to win anyway. It's going to be fine. They've moved Profundi inside. We're already an hour in it. Nothing happened in the second half. Right, Marco is coming on. I'm bringing in Jang. And Dong's not been great either. Palmer, on you come. Fresh legs, final third. Change things up. Encourage the lads. Marco is on. Palmer's on. Jang is on. We need a goal. We need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero to the end of the night. Iwatara dinks it. Kalinowski's under it. Doesn't fall his way. And Killy. Kalinowski! USA! 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 The Yank Bank has its retribution. Take a bow, my son. Floated in. He challenged the initial header. Great tackle by Nkili. On the turn. Bang! Ban. We're chilling. Oh, another goal. Go on then. Palmer. Cabrera. Little treacherous snake going to Newcastle. Makes it 2. Where is your roof now? We don't need no roof where we're heading. I'm going to miss Cabrera. The fact we've lost him for 10 mil. I only have him on loan to the end of the year makes me sad. We're top as things stand, but they're on the attack. Esposito. I mean, fair enough. That's a good finish. I'd like to. I would like to rescind my statements regarding the roof. The roof is almighty. The roof is powerful. I'm sorry that I questioned the roof. It's a good finish. I have to admit it. It's a good finish. 5 minutes left. I'm not changing anything here. I'm sticking to our guns. We're playing our brand of football. This is how we rock and roll. Oh, my word. What a touch by Marco. Marco! Marco! It was blocked. If we win this game, we are guaranteed a spot in the second knockout round of the Champions League. It'll be the furthest we've ever made it, Cabrera. Cabrera. I'm sorry he's leaving. He's still a snake, but he's our snake. You know, at least he didn't do a Trent. At least he left for 9 million. I can forgive him for that. That will do me. That'll do, Donkey. That will do. Should we just rotate the team against Milan? We don't need to win that last game. Ah. A good winning performance. Look at that. We're top. We're pissing top. A team from Gibraltar that has 2 stands in its stadium will play in the Champions League second knockout round. 2.4 million for that. What do we get for the round of 16? Does anyone know? Round of 16. How much do we get? 8 million! Oh, cheers, Jeff. We're chilling. Any other Gibraltarians who stay in Europe? They've not been in Europe since July. They never make it through the qualifying rounds. Manta Mill, dude, thank you for the 9 months. This is a nice little English-Danish Twitch baby. No, I've not had a Twitch baby with anyone in ages. I don't know why I've said it like that. I've made it weird, haven't I? Mate, I appreciate the love and support. Thank you very much. Do we also get the money for skipping the round? Wait, chat, do I get the money for the round I haven't played in? How much do I get for the other round as well, then? If that's the case. Another 8 million! So I just got 16 million pounds just like that. Every team should just do well in the Champo, then. Why is not everyone trying to win this one? Also, Palmer, this is a real stream. We have won a game. Miracles do happen. I've stopped streaming my MFL games, chat, because I never win on MFL when I've streamed them. And it's very, very upsetting. Also, just while I remember, on Thursday, chat, we'll be doing an evening-ish stream. I say evening-ish. It'll be like a late afternoon. I say that. No, you know what? It probably will be evening. It'll probably be like a 7 PM UK time start. Just on Thursday. I've got some stuff going on during the day, which means I can't do during the day. So, you know what? We're firing up a stream in the evening. I'm sorry to those of you that work and you have me on at work and then you have the kids and wife to deal with. Or the husband and kids, I suppose. Like, you could watch it the following day or something. To praise all the players more. All our youngsters are training very well. All the ones I need to train well are training well, I guess is the better way of phrasing it. Went past a big stadium near where I live for the first time the other day. My first thought was, that's a nice car park. You got a great choice. Iwatara wants to leave. Why would you want to go? Oh, Chelsea. You want to go to Chelsea? No, you don't, mate. Will be a much poorer side without him. NDIA understands. Does Michael... I call him Michael. You'd think he'd be part Polish, but he's not. He's just pure American meat. There's a lot of competition. Okay, I'll change his status back. What represents the Gibraltarian League now? It's CAC. I signed Thiago. Am I going to end up just selling him immediately? I could try and sell him now before the window closes. How much did I spend on him? 2.4. I'm not getting that money back, am I? I'm hoping the board don't accept any more bids between now and the end of the transfer window. I've got everything set to auto-reject. It's weird. This last game doesn't actually matter, does it? Oh gosh, there's a saga involving Marco. He only arrived 6 months ago. What do you mean? No, reject. I'm not selling Marco, chat. He's not going anywhere. Jacques and Dawn came to me with a similar concern. He was able to act like a professional and drop it. Would a pay rise help? It never helps, but it stops them crying quite so much. And Dong wants to... mate. This is prime gaslighting, isn't it? Marco came to me with a similar concern. He didn't. That's a lie. Okay, I managed to lower his squad status there to squad player. Chat, isn't that what I lowered it to literally 2 minutes ago and he cried about it? Did you get hit by the 2032 market crash where your player values tanked? I'll be honest, my player values were so shit I don't think they could have tanked. What's happening here? Right, look, I'm not being funny. To players like this bloke, you're good. You're not that good. He appreciates my point. Like, these are just kids who I told were important players, and they're just not. It's fine. They're going to be released soon. Would it be controversial to unregister Latifi? Oh, mind you, I can't because he's homegrown. And he doesn't need to be registered anyway. I wanted to unregister Latifi, then register Kim here. Kim's improving a lot. Mate, who are you? I'm not happy with how you've been treating me recently. Fuck off. It's 150 grand. Fuck off. There we go. Problem solved. That's how you deal with babies. This is also why I got fired from my last job. If in doubt, just off the... Let's do that. Oh, we got an F on the stream. I know we got an F because everyone's writing F. Well, at least I got to the game. I'll just save the game. We're back on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Are we back? It's a big F on Twitch. Twitch still hasn't reconnected. It's trying to get in 4 seconds. All right, 9 seconds. I reckon the Gibraltar, that little Greek kid unplugged my internet. Oh gosh, Twitch is reconnecting in another 13 seconds. YouTube, what do we talk about while he's gone? He's gone. He being all the Twitch viewers. Are we back? We're back. Oh, YouTube, stop talking about that now. They can hear us again. Our secret relationship is going to be exposed. Welcome back, Twitch. I don't want to smile like this. There's nothing going on. It's just I have to wait for you guys to come back. If you're on Twitch, F5 if you can't see the stream. I say that knowing that if you can't see the stream, you can't actually hear me say F5. I'll just open some of you lot right F5 in the chat and relay the message. Adam understood the memo, so did Unkind Shrimp. Right, it's the last game of the Champo League stage. Now, do I get more money the higher up I finish in this? Does anyone know? I think there is some unallocated prize money stuff, but there's actually not been that many draws in the competition this year. I mean, you do get money for winning, don't you? That is valid. You do get 2.4 million just for winning. Does the coefficient benefit from the higher league positions? I guess it benefits from the result. Right. Cabrera suspended. He was the hero in the last game as well. So Bath is coming in with his massive forehead. Gibraltar's answer to Harry Maguire. The rest of the team is pretty much unchanged here. You know what? Freitas has been poor lately. I'm going to start Palmer on the right wing. That's what I'm going to do. It's the last game of the Champo group stage, league stage. I don't like calling it the league stage because then you have to refer to it as the Champions League stage, which just doesn't sound very good. But we're already guaranteed a spot in the second knockout round. Just finishing top would be a good flex, wouldn't it? Just finishing top would be a good flex. .25 coefficient per league position. Is that actually a thing? In that case, bloody hell, we need to win at the San Siro. I don't know if we can really expect to win this game. I mean, to be fair, we beat Bayern away at the Allianz. We drew against Liverpool at home. Beat Roma at home. Why not believe we can win in the San Siro? Let's just dare to dream. Also, we've got a lot of men on the attack here. We're a bit bare in the middle. Oh, my word. NDIA! I love that, man. Yeah, sorry, chat. I've been calling it the Champions League. It is the Champo, just to be clear. So it's the Champo League stage. Or is it just the Champo League stage? None of it sounds good. I mean, 23 minutes in, nothing is happening. I just feel like I have to do as well as possible for the coefficient. Palmer, quick free kick! Origi! No, it's not Origi. Don't be silly. It's Bath. Llewellyn's got a knock. I probably should take him off and be safe, shouldn't I? Is it just me, right? NDIA, our goalie, is not big. He is starting to make me think that the height of goalies doesn't actually matter in Football Manager as much as I ever thought it did. I don't know if that's a controversial take. Like, he's not got good aerial reach or good jumping reach. Like, it's kind of average at best. But he does stop a lot. I mean, admit he has let in a volley there from point-blank range. That's not his fault. Oh, he's still at 7.0. I'm going to take off Llewellyn because he's injured. You know what? Duru. Also, makes no sense here, does it? Iwatara's actually left-footed, so we'll play him on the left and Duru on the right. Like, NDIA, he's got handling, reflexes, one-on-ones, good decision-making. He's just quite, like, a smart goalie, really. Berglund, for them, is bringing it forward. That is Ferran Torres scoring. I mean, it's 2-0. It's a shame. But let's just have a party in the away end. Because we're already through. Oh, chat, they've scored 2 goals from 3 shots. Great take! Also, I probably should shout encouragement at the players. Kalinowski, Ndong. Why is he run inside and giving away the ball there? That's what I'm wondering. Berglund squares it. It's not great. It's not great. I mean, I'm glad that we wrapped up a top 8 spot before this game. I mean, yeah, not ideal. I'm curious how good Ferran Torres is in this save game. How old is he? I mean, he's pretty good. He's 34. They've got Arezzo up top, who is very good. He's 32, though, to be fair. Berglund is a regen. He looks solid. And then Kjærgaard. I mean, they've got good players, haven't they? Let's be honest. They've got good players. I don't think they realise that Inter might get top if they beat you. Someone should let them know to stop letting us to stop scoring, so that Inter don't win the league. I mean, if we come back from it, we're not coming back from here, are we? You know what? Net Forum Fleet. Look, I'm sorry to the YouTube watchers. No one needs to watch us. I don't want to watch us get battered. I'll just rage quit. Yeah, what of it? Look at the ratings. You're all useless wangs. But I do forgive them because we have qualified second as things stand. Oh, Palmer's in. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I just left early. I'm still getting bids on my players. Leave Marco alone, you dinguses. My players are actually getting harassed. I just want to see where we're going to finish. Stop it. Stop bidding on Marco. Chat. Look how many times I have to continue every time because of the bids coming in. I mean, it's deadline day, I guess. Leave me alone! I'm being harassed. I get it, it's deadline day, but come on. Right, final Champo games have just happened. I think. Nope, they've not finished being played yet. Now they have. I'm getting interrupted. Where did we finish? 4th. You know what? We'll take that. I'm annoyed that we couldn't beat Milan. But 4th's very good. At the end of the day, we skip a knockout round. Which I think we should probably be happy about. Where were Milan in all this? Milan didn't even need to win. Any major shocks there? Ajax didn't make it through. It's not like Ajax to bottle a league stage, though, is it? Sorry, that's too soon, Jack. I mean, yeah, our goal difference of 6 doesn't look great, but our one defeat was a 5-0 defeat, so that has somewhat impacted the goal difference there. So we skip a knockout round, we get another $1 million in unallocated prize money. What's the coefficient saying? I've gone to Asia there, not Europe. Wrong continent. Wrong save game. Nation. Club coefficients. I mean, 7.125 is good for us. Wait, 1, 2... Chat, we're going to move up 3 places at the moment, pending other teams doing stuff. What do I get for 19th? Is there anything new for that? 19th, no, it's the exact same. It's literally the exact same until I get up to 15th. Sadly. And we're way away from doing that. Transfer window's done. Who did Lincoln sign there on a free? Mattia. I mean, he's pretty good. Do teams in Gibraltar update their wage budgets yet with the TV money? Oh, I think they might have done. Oh, maybe they've not. Some have wage budgets, some don't. All these budgets are going to get updated with the new season. The issue is, chat, I don't really want to get another Gibraltarian club into Europe yet. Which might sound stupid, but the way the coefficient is actually scored, it takes all the points scored by all the teams from the nation and then divides it by the number of teams in that nation. So at the moment, there's 4 Gibraltarian teams. But because none of them ever win anything, the score that you see here, the 7.125, is basically entirely me scoring like 28 points this year and then dividing it by the 4 teams. As soon as we get a 5th team in, it's going to drag down the average massively. It's actually really detrimental. We want to see Gibraltarian teams making progress in Europe before we get to that increased team spot. What's my club coefficient? Let's have a quick look. It should be quite good, I think. And yeah, there is TV money in the league. It's 3.8 million a year. So our club coefficient is going to go up to 88 for next year. So that's going to pull us all the way up to potentially above Ajax as well, when you look at it. It'll probably be like 22nd, 23rd. The thing is, the club coefficient I don't think really matters anything more. The only thing it matters for, I think, is the seeding for the Champions League fixtures being drawn. But because of the way the fixtures work, you play 2 in the top seeded bracket, 2 in the second seeded, 2 in the fourth, and 2 in the third. Like, it doesn't actually impact your club. Will I start a loan file with the other European regulars? If they can loan my players, yes, but none of them have been able to loan my players in a long old time. So the TV deal only kicked in this summer, chat, just gone. And that was after all the budgets had already been set. I suspect all the teams in Gibraltar will go professional this summer. So you'll probably notice a shift then. No changes to the squad. I'm going to have some more players cry, but I can't do anything about it. NDIA happy to stay. Good egg. Does he want to sign a new deal? It would work for me. Can't offer him a super long-term deal, but it's probably worth it to save me money longer term. Raul, mate, you need to stop crying too. Just release him as well. The transfer window's just closed. Enjoy being a free agent, you prick. That's how I deal with unhappy players. I just release them now. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel big and clever. I wish Sai was getting quicker and had better physicals. To be fair, he is very good. He's very good at what he can do. I think he'll be a backup regista, but I think that is probably all he's going to actually end up amounting to in my team, sadly. He's just not complete enough to play, like, other roles. Here's bid on Kalinowski. A trade from Nashville. I mean, that hasn't happened, has it? That's just Football Manager doing its weird Football Manager-ness. The game is drunk. I'm going to play in Dong because he was crying about lack of first-team football. I don't know if we'll get to the knockout games today, chat. I'll probably save the Champo knockout games for next stream, just as a little bit of a heads up, because obviously it's still... There's a knockout round that happens before we come in. By finishing top 8 in the new Champions League format, you actually skip the first knockout round. Today, my previously released Gibraltarian... previously released players get moved to Gibraltarian teams. I actually don't know. Like players like Heaven, right? If I go to the national team, I can probably look. Oh, because I'm the national team manager, that all the buttons have moved. I'll tell you what, it's so annoying that it takes... did they get moves? Where's Heaven? Oh, we got to move to Magpies. Good. That's very good. Because I was worried some of these free agents wouldn't get moves. Okay, that's actually good news there, chat. Oh, right. Little focus on the league now. I get to chill out. Transfer window's closed. We've done our business. Silla. I keep wanting to call him Silla Black. Which I appreciate makes it look like I'm bringing his race into it. But Cilla Black was like a 90s female TV like presenter in the UK. I assume she's dead. Is Cilla Black dead? We were discussing stuff that I've missed happening earlier, weren't we? She died in 2015. That's short chat. Apparently I'm just disconnected from pop culture. She died in Spain. Yeah, she was a Scouser. I didn't know she had a pop career. I just knew her because I grew up in the 90s. She did, what did she used to do, chat? What TV shows did she do, like, that I would have seen growing up? I'm now trying to find out on her Wikipedia page. Did she do Blind Date? I think it was Blind Date. I used to watch Blind Date, and before it was it You've Been Framed? I can't remember the name of the woman who hosted You've Been Framed. These are like the tangents we go down in streams like this. Blind Date followed by Gladiators. Oh, and Dong's Mr. Penn. Lisa Riley. Was You've Been Framed on directly before Blind Date, chat? I'm now tapping into like my knowledge of like the 90s TV shows when I was like 7 or 8. I'm trying to remember the order of Friday night TV and what we watched in my house growing up. I remember You've Been Framed being hosted by a woman with black hair, and she was quite a voluptuous woman. That's the person I'm thinking of when I say You've Been Framed. Hey, dude, I was wondering if I could get some advice. Oh, Lewis hit me. I give great advice in life. If you think that, though, she's probably not the one for you, so I'd just end it. Oh, sorry, that was a different question. That was Lisa Riley. Is Lisa Riley still alive, chat? This is now what I'm finding. I just want to find out if TV presenters I watched of shows in the 90s, because this is helping making me feel older. The Simpsons followed by Robot Wars on BBC Two. Chat. I'm a big Robot Wars connoisseur. I wonder if I can name the robots that made it through the 8 heats in the first series of Robot Wars to the free-for-all they did at the end of the first season. I think it was Roadblock, Recyclops. I think there was one called Tracy that made it through, and it had loads of technical issues. And that went through in the 8th episode. There was one that I remember that was like a funnel. It had a hammer. I can't remember what it's called. The first season of Robot Wars, Jeremy Clarkson hosted. See, all the young'uns in the chat I mentioned in the later Robot Wars. We're starting at the beginning. Did Behemoth get through in the first season? I think they did make it through to the melee. Because the first season of Robot Wars, they had like 8 heats. Then they just did a free-for-all fight at the end that Roadblock won. I do quite like the fact that Robot Wars gets brought up at least once a week on stream. It has to. Tick it off your bingo card. The first season. Oh my, Lewis, mate, Lewis. I appreciate you watching. You said, "Can I ask for some advice?" I thought you'd ask a short question. You've written a paragraph, son. I'm gonna read it anyway, chat, 'cause I said I'd help. So I'm playing a casual Rangers save, won the Champions League in 4 seasons, and thought, why not go for the Pentagon? So I retired from Rangers and went to a Brazil side. They're one of the worst in the league, and I joined at the end to their relegator. I decided to take it as an opportunity to bring a bunch of youngsters and settle the dead word, and then play them in the League B to train them up. Would I recommend this? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm not sure I needed the... You could have just said I'm doing a Brazil save game where I move clubs. I didn't need to know about Rangers. There was that little flex. I respect it. Get the little flex in. Won the Champions League with Rangers. Just so you know, chat. To be fair, general rule of thumb, don't manage in Brazil. The seasons have too many games and it's very long. Also, why did my Discord go off? Why am I not on streamer mode on Discord? Oh my word. Let's go do not disturb. I don't know who messaged me. I'll sort it out later. The SI Discord's buzzing. Can you imagine, chat? Can you? I'd be well happy. You get an MFL Cup game notification. I'm not in the cups. We don't talk about the cups on this stream. How can bids instantly reject for me? I've got them set to auto reject on players I don't want to sell. Kalinowski's still under a transfer bid from an MLS club, but that's not a real bid. I don't know why the game does that. Right, chat, if we're doing the knockouts of the Champo next stream, when are those fixtures? Just so I can plan when we wrap things up. Oh, it starts in a month. How many games have we got before the 6th of March? Not as many as you'd think. I'm trying to remember the other robots that were in the final of Robot Wars. In the first season. It was Recyclops, Robot Wars, Trace... It's called Tracer or Tracy? Robot the Bruce. Was Robot the Bruce the one that was like a shiny bronze finish with a hammer? Body Hammer. Body Hammer was the hammer what I was thinking of. A cutting plan. Was only 6, chap. For some reason I thought there were 8 robots in the melee. I'm now remembering it. I had the VHS tape of the first season of Robot Wars, and it came in a metal tin. Nemeth absent from training. Excuse me. Get him gone. I've paid like £500,000 to tell players to fuck off this year. It's great. How's Amadi doing since he joined? He's doing fine. Favorite house robot? Refbot, obviously. It always will be Refbot. Remember when they all had to add self-writing mechanisms? To be fair, the writing was kind of on the wall after the first 2 seasons. I know people big up Chaos 2. People forget about Cassius that finished runner-up in the first season. Second season and lost a panic attack. Before that, Recyclops was good. Like, Cassius had, like, a bladed front hinge flipper. But actually, Recyclops, the season before that, was the original flipper. It was like a little... It had a big dome and it had an eye. And it had a tongue that would stick out, then flip. But people won't recognise that as the first flipper because it never really actually worked. Oh, good news, everyone. The under-19s have won the National League. It was close. Bourget here, top goal scorer. Which season was really big cheese? I think it was the 3rd season. I think it was the 4th episode of the 3rd season. Crystal Maze. Has anyone done the Crystal Maze experience in London? Through Wok's work, she won some tickets to do it last year. It was actually quite fun. Rex Garrett, who made Cassius and Recyclops, also built Brum. That is true. I actually knew that. I don't know why I knew that. Also, he passed away. I know that he passed away a few years ago. That's right, chat. I don't know about like the Queen died. I didn't know about the Queen died, but Rex Garrett, he was quite like I think he pulled out of Robot Wars because he wasn't happy with how it has been handled behind the scene from a health and safety point of view. But he was one of the OGs. Who's our new right back called Monday? This guy. We got him on a free transfer. Bayern Munich wanted him. I paid £500 to make the signing immediate. I'm trying to develop him because I think he's got potential. Hey, Whitey, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. More of a Fort Boyard kind of person. No, Fort Boyard, too modern. I was already I feel like Fort Boyard started airing when I was, like, already maybe, I don't want to say too old. But, like, Crystal Maze is the OG. I got a real big shock when I was on holiday in Finland once, like, maybe 5 years, no, it must have been like 7 years ago. They had a Fort Boyard season running. Like, they had been recently filmed on the fort. Now, I knew it was an international thing, but like the UK series ended ages ago. So the fact there was just this Finnish series recently filmed, I assume it must they must have loads of countries that film there. France still makes it as well. Does anyone else still make it? The Krypton Factor was the OG. The thing I didn't like about the Krypton Factor is the fact that all the physical tasks were pre-recorded. Which I know is kind of like how it has to be from a practicality point of view. But it meant the contestants already knew what had happened. I only watched Fort Boyard for Melinda Messenger. Is it bad? I can't remember who Melinda Messenger is. Oh, now I remember her. She's born in Swindon, one of the finest exports of Swindon, I believe. Melinda Messenger. I'll be honest. I feel like I didn't really, I didn't really understand why my dad watched Gladiators growing up. Why he was so keen to watch on Saturday night. It wasn't until I got older that I began to understand. Good news as well, chat. She is still alive. This has turned into check on TV presenters from the 90s and noughties and then confirm if they're alive or not on Wikipedia. I'm trying to think of what else has come from Swindon that's good, chat. I'm now questioning the statement of Melinda Messenger being the finest export of Swindon. Let me Google it. Famous people from Swindon. This can't be that long a list. Oh, Dean Ashton's from Swindon. I take it all back. I would like to rescind all statements. Dean Ashton, I met once while on holiday. He was in the queue next to me for a slide at Centre Parks. So I got chatting with him. And it was the day before, the next day he was playing in a charity football match for West Ham where he scored like a really good goal. It was during an international break. It was the year that Leicester won the Premier League, because on the same holiday I remember watching Leicester, like with some Leicester fans, and it was when they were like chasing down the league. But Dean Ashton, the day before that, I was chatting to him in the queue for a water slide before he scored a screamer in a charity match. So as far as I'm concerned, I made that happen. I think it was the overhead kick. I can't remember I don't know if I've even saw the goal. We're chilling. Hey, new viewer to this series. Apologies if I missed anything, but do I do any editing on TV deals? No, I don't touch anything. The only thing that's been edited in this database is I've added in a 12th team, because Gibraltar Apex I'm managing aren't a real team, and then added in a youth league system, because in Gibraltar by default there is no youth football. But the TV deals and stuff all just naturally occur. But yeah, Dean Ashton, lovely bloke. I don't know what their goalie's done there. Can we discuss that? Here's a net free and flee. It was an overhead kick because it was Mark Noble's testimonial. Was Mark Noble's testimonial the year that Leicester won the league? Because if it was, we can confirm that that was indeed the goal I'm referring to. 9 years ago. I mean, it lines up, chat. I met Dean Ashton in the queue for a Wars line 9 years ago, and I'm still going on about it. Fucking hell, I need to get a life. He was a lovely bloke, though. He was over his family, and because my dad's a big Norwich fan, I was talking with him about when he played for Norwich. I think he was more shocked that someone knew about Norwich City. I basically scored the goal he scored. True. I reckon if I'd not had that conversation with him, chat, would he have scored the overhead kick goal in a friendly? Would he have? Makes you think, doesn't it? Makes you think. On the same trip as well, I met Michael Dawson. It was when he was playing for Hull, and it was in an international break, and he was bowling at Centre Parks. So there you go, folks. If you want to meet up with footballers during the international breaks, go to Centre Parks on the weekend. That is my pro tip if you want to meet footballers organically. Go on a bougie holiday to Centre Parks during an international break. Which young kids are developing the best? Kalinowski and JJ, I'd say. Like, JJ's looking more and more solid. For an 18-year-old especially. Kim's looking pretty good. Kim, like, the two South Korean guys doing great. But Kalinowski, I think, is just comfortably ahead. Typical Leafs fan leaving a rubbing early. True. At least I didn't throw my jersey on the pitch. Got to look at the positives. Testimonials, chat, aren't played at the end of footballers' careers. They're played after 10 years. That's what a testimonial is. It's for 10 years of service. It's not for the retirement of the player. That's why in Football Manager, if a player's been in the club 10 years, you can organise a testimonial for them. Does Jang want to join yet? Sadly not. We don't all have centre box money. It's better to meet washed up stars at Butlins. I mean, target that too. Yo, Jack, I messed up a Gibraltar save last time. How do I manage the start of the save? Do I give players new deals after season 1 or do I rebuild? I mean, it depends on how you do season 1, mate, and who you're managing in Gibraltar. In general, just get the best players you can. I know that is shit advice, but that is the reality of it. If you've already got the good players, keep them. If you've not got the good players, try and sign them. Chat, follow for more Football Manager tips. If you want to do well in Football Manager, sign the best players. Is the day I sent you for the Gibraltar save available? It is. I can't remember. There is a command in the chat, but I can't remember what the command is. Oh. What's that in specialist? That's annoying. Jabang broke his hand. Wonder what he was doing to do that, chat. How did he break his hand? I'm kidding. It was in training. It was in training. What they were doing in training, anyone's guess. I need to give Monday game time. I need this guy to develop. To be fair, I should get him in a mentoring group. He's such a long shot that I need him to develop quickly. Call it Monday after Monday. Who's going to be going into it? What's JJ's personality? I don't really want to touch JJ. I mean, I could put in someone like Bath with 20 determination, maybe. I don't know if JJ will even get much effect from it, to be honest. I mean, that looks pretty good to me. Let's do that. Do I have any extra coaching slots? I might do, but to be honest, my coaching staff's pretty good. Like, you don't need that many coaches to kind of max out, I feel like, coaching in Football Manager. Like, in general, we're in a pretty good spot. I'm not too concerned by it. Do I have any clauses to sell? Wow, they do not think Shepherd's going to go for a lot. Oh, Shepherd's on loan at Schalke. Optional future fee of 2 mil. I'll have him for 2 mil. Let me have him back. Well, that sell-on is now kind of non and void. Although I will say Shepherd has not changed, has he, since we loaned him out? Loaned him out. We sold him. We sold him 2 years ago. They've not played him. He's not improved. Yeah, the rest aren't worth selling. Oh, chat, there's an internet. Is that actually international games coming up? Oh, wait, they're scheduled. Wait. Oh, they're miles away. They just look closer because the Champo games haven't been put in yet. How have we been live for 2 hours already today? It's flown by today. Also, chat, I recorded, recorded a YouTube video earlier for tomorrow, which I still need to edit. Ended up taking way longer than I thought it would. I got lost in the away day. It's like an hour of footage for me to go through for tomorrow's episode. Should have taken the 3 mil. I mean, in retrospect, it's probably true that I should have taken 3 million for the sell-on clause, but I mean, 3 million is fairly inconsequential to us in this save game right now. Why are my MFL teams in the cup? So none of my teams are still in the cups of the 5 teams, but I have been prioritising the league with all of them. 2 of my teams are top of their Spark leagues. My other Spark team that's competitive are currently 2nd, and my team in bronze are currently 4th. Do I think Essien is underrated when it comes to Premier League midfielders? I don't think so. I think because he's not a flashy player, people don't talk about him much. But I don't ever hear anyone down talking his achievements and what he did. Like, Essien was a great defensive midfielder, but like, he didn't have many moments. I think that's the thing that it will hinder more defensive players. Like, for players to be talked about, like, they almost need moments in their career, like things that happened. Like, in a weird way, for me, like when I think of Vieira, I think about him like the scraps between him and Roy Keane every time Arsenal and United would play. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Essien scored a few bangers, to be fair. But there's none that immediately, for me, spring to mind. Maybe that's me looking out through my own lens. Just make an entire video about away days. That is true. Anyone want to help buy my entire agency in FFL? I've been FM'd out the cup and I'm livid. Get me out of the game. There's next season, Minty. Believe. Oh, Team Cara. Right. Chat, this might be the last game today. So do we watch it all? You know what? We've not watched a game. Let's just watch a game. Is that a banger? It was a bit of a P-roller to be a banger. Not a banger for me. I'm new. What is Palmer doing in Gibraltar? He's chilling. He is leaving at the end of the year on a free to go to Dynamo Roscoe, which is mental. Also, chat, he can play for Gibraltar. Is Cole Palmer going to play for Gibraltar in a football match? Murphy have a lot of travelling to do next season after being put in the Vanarama National North. The Vanarama National North and South Divide thing is kind of interesting. I'll explain why in a moment. Have people? I saw a Twitter post about it because I agree. At first glance, it looks bad, but actually, it's not too bad. We've actually conceded. That's awkward. Why am I playing Palmer? Kim is injured. Do you reckon Palmer knows where Moscow is? I'm now trying to find the tweet I saw with the Vanarama National North teams. If I search National North, will it show up? Oh, this is the one that I saw. You know what? Screw it. We'll just show it on stream. So like the National North thing here looks kind of egregious, right? Because like Merthyr to South Shields looks really far. And I agree, that is a long distance. But actually, and I think it was in the replies to this I saw it. Like, and people don't really think about how wide the south of the UK is. Like from Torquay to Dover, geographically, is comparably as far as Merthyr to South Shields. I think Merthyr to South Shields is slightly bigger. But the south of England is way wider than people realise. I'll agree, like, it looks egregious when you see it like this, and Merthyr Town are a weird outlier this year especially. But actually, in general, the North-South divide in teams and stuff isn't as weird as it looks at first glance. Like, breaking news for people from the north. You can't hop on a tube between Dover and Dover and London. Like, there is a distance there. Will Palmer be able to get chippy chips in Moscow? Someone should ask for him. I'm sure. I'll tell you what, chat, whenever I think of good chips, the best place for chips growing up where I lived was the Chinese takeaway. I don't know if it's an international thing that Chinese takeaways have to have good chips. But everywhere I've lived, the Chinese takeaways that do chips, they're always very good. I think it's just because they're fried. Well, crispy chips. Also, I'm getting hungry now thinking about it. My tummy's rumbling like crazy now. Why am I hungry? Also, Walk's gone out to the dentist, so we're eating later tonight. It's a disaster. What's for tea tonight? I actually don't know. I think we got leftover chicken. We had half a chicken yesterday, so I think we might be having chicken with like chicken with fried rice. Did you go to the dentist 2 weeks ago? It was more than 2 weeks ago, but yeah. Often, chat, when you go to the dentist, you do have to go multiple times if stuff comes up. Especially when you get old. Getting old and going to the dentist is depressing. To be fair, when you're young going to the dentist, like I had braces growing up. That's depressing too. I just don't really like dentists anymore. Have I been to the new Big Asian Food Hall in Croydon? I haven't. I'm not really near Croydon, to be honest. Like, I can get into Chinatown from where I live in, like, half an hour. So if I want Asian food, to be fair, if you want good Asian food, Chinatown's not bad, but it's really overpriced in London. Like, there's some way better places if you go out a little further in London. But yeah, Croydon's not... Like, I'm much better going into London if I need food over Croydon. Tooncar, have a go. Blocked. Are you a fan of an all-you-can-eat buffet? Absolutely. There was a really good all-you-can-eat... Well, there's a good all-you-can-eat place that opened down the road from me recently, but Heidi Lao... People probably don't know who... Heidi Lao is a Chinese hot pot chain. They have a few in London. It started in China, and now it's kind of big all around the world. Very cool experience, Heidi Lao. If you go on your own, if you're on your own, they'll ask you if you want a giant stuffed toy sat next to you to keep you company. So, you know, I don't know if that really helps when you're eating alone. But, you know, if you ever go out for a meal on your own and you feel a bit awkward, Heidi Lao, they'll give you a giant stuffed, like, panda and put it on the chair next to you. But they had a promo a few months ago where it was all-you-can-eat food during the week, and it's so good. Oh, 6-1. Palmer, we love Cole Palmer. He scored 2 penalties now. Can you keep the panda? You can't, but if it's your birthday, they'll give you freebies. They have, like, glasses wipes, toothpicks. They let you charge your phone when you're there. You can get your nails and like, a pedicure done while you're there. It's a weird restaurant where they have all these bonus bits they just offer with the food. Like, when I was there last time, chat, I got the screen cover on my phone replaced. All I'm saying is, that's one of those tasks you never want to do, isn't it? Let's be honest. You never want to have to replace the screen protector on your phone. You go to a restaurant and they go, hey, do you want the screen protector replaced? Yes, please. Like, Heidi Lau's good. Like, they have one at the O2. They have one just off Leicester Square. The food's very nice. If you've never had hot pot, it's a very fun experience. But it can be a bit daunting. But even if you go there, having never had, like, hot pot before, they do explain it all. They have people who make the noodles around you, chat. At certain times of the day, they have, like... They make the noodles with you, where they have, like... They have the chef come out spinning the noodles around your head. It's mental. But it is a place where, like, especially in London, right, you get a lot of people from Asia and China who want to have, like, not homely food, but because Heidi Lao is a Chinese chain, like, the food tastes like home to them. So you do see a lot of, like, students especially who will go there on their own if they feel a bit homesick. And it is quite cute when you see these kind of younger students and they've got, like, these stuffed pandas next to them keeping them company. Because it is, like, home food for those people. It's weird, right? Like, I guess it's a bit like McDonald's. Everywhere you are in the world, like, no matter what country, you know if you go to a McDonald's, you know what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a universal standard there. Whereas, I guess it's the same with a place like Heidi Lao, like, because it's a Chinese chain that's only recently expanded internationally. Like, it is like a, you know, a familiar taste, especially if you're on the other side of the world. Do they give FM tips? You know what? I've never asked. Hot pot or Korean barbecue? Oh, I don't know. I'd probably go for Korean barbecue. What was it I had in Thailand? There was some stuff on the McDonald's menu when I was in Thailand. Yes, I went to Thailand and had McDonald's while I was there. They had some stuff on the menu that was like, why is this on the menu? And it's only on the menu in Thailand. I'm trying to remember what it was. Thailand McDonald's menu. There was like some stuff that I saw there. I was like, this is odd, but also quite good. Was it noodles or rice? There was a few things. Oh, KFC. They do like a KFC, like a bucket of chicken. That's what it was. Went to McDonald's, got a bucket of chicken. And that they do that in Thailand. I've just Googled McDonald's Thailand and it popped up. I don't know why I was thinking of noodles. I think they did do rice, actually, as well. But I don't think that's unique to Thailand. But you get like a bucket of chicken. Like they do proper fried chicken at McDonald's. God, I'm hungry. Oh, Kalinowski's good. That's his 20th of the year. I mean, he is... How old is Kalinowski now? 20? 19? I can't remember. How old are you, mate? I'm trying to click on him. It doesn't show up because there's a goal happening. He's 19. His birthday's in August. This guy's in contention to be our top goal scorer ever. Why have I not fleed from this? Because it's the last game I'm playing today. So I thought it'd be nice to watch one in all its glory. He got 16 goals last year. He's already at 15 this year. The average rating's gone up too. He is very good, isn't he? Right, shall we find out who we're going to play in the Champo chat? When does the Champions League draw happen? That's the youth quarter. What? The draw's not showing up. We'll find out. FM got updated, probably licensing things. Yeah, probably. I'll be honest, I can't see them doing a major update for FM24 now. Imagine if they just dropped an update for FM24 that was just the 2025 season, but they did it at the end of that season. That'd be the most sports interactive thing ever. That would be the most SI thing ever. Tomorrow, chat, Champions League second knockout round. We'll be live from 2 o'clock tomorrow, so you got to make sure you're here. Because it's going to get saucy. United or Spurs? I want Spurs to win. But the amount of times where I've had like a punt on Spurs in fantasy football, or I had them on an accumulator and they've let me down, makes me think I have absolutely no faith in them to win now that I want them to win again. JJ is looking real good. Who do you think's going to win, chat? United or Spurs? Does Newdale want to play for Gibraltar yet? Should we check with him? In fact, if I go to the national pool, who else? Angel, do you want to play for Gibraltar yet? Mate, he'd be such a good goalie for me. Rejects it. Newdale, how about you? Rejects it. I just need a goalie, chat. I just need a goalie. Too many United fans in your chat. There are a lot. I did say who do you think will win, not who do you want to win. Okay, hear me out. Like, I don't know if people have looked at United's performances under Amorim, but like statistically, he's actually been awful. I think it's less than a point a game in the league. Like, it's the first game in first season in Premier League history where Manchester United haven't won back-to-back league games all year. If they somehow United lose, could he be sacked? Could he? Like, he probably won't be. But I feel like if he was the new manager coming off the back of a long-serving manager, he'd be under so much more scrutiny now. But it's kind of like everything's been so shit anyway. And I know there's the argument of he's not had his own players and whatever. But the reality is if he loses tomorrow, he's not going to be able to bring in his own players anyway. I mean, logically, he won't be sacked. Like, he's not going to be sacked, to be clear. I'm just surprised there hasn't been any conversation around that. Like, I guess the logic is he was brought in for next year. He needs his own players. But he's going to be, like, if we get to, like, October and they're struggling like they are now, like, are you looking at another managerial change? He's definitely been brought in with a plan of this season's a free hit. See, I don't disagree with that. But I don't think they expected it to be this much of a free hit. Like, United have been really shit. Pierre Mokoko's eligible for Gibraltar. Is he good? Not really. I have recovered from Sunday, Yannick. Yes, just about. I think the last time we won a league game outside of the 3 relegated teams was January. Yeah, I don't think United have won a league game in 2 months. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's a world where he gets sacked. I'm just shocked there's not even been a tiny conversation around it. All right, I want to do the Champo draw to end the stream today. Is it coming up? I feel like it should be coming up. Oh, okay, chat. Are you ready? Jack, Amarin has a less points per game than Paul Jewell did with Derby County in their lowest points tally season. Yeah, it is really bad. I almost feel like if the 3 teams that got promoted hadn't struggled like they have, and that's no fault of those teams, the golfing class and just the Premier League Championship is just massive. Like, United and Spurs have been serious shit. Okay. Champo draw to end things today. Tomorrow we will be playing in the second knockout round. We will be playing... Oh, God. Is it just me, or are the teams listed here as the unseeded teams worse than the seeded teams? Who do I want? I mean, Milan have absolutely spanked me recently. I guess Leipzig or Lyon? I mean, he's good, isn't he? I think Lyon. I think. They're all... I mean, look, you're in the second knockout of the Champions League. You're going to play someone good, aren't you? Let's do this. Oh, chat, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Big Angie's still at Spurs in this universe. Chelsea are out. We will be playing one of the unseeded teams. So we could come out here. We've not. I want Lyon and Leipzig, please. But I don't think any of them are great options. Lyon! Yes, us! Please! Football Manager, if you can hear me, pick me. I'm upset. Liverpool will play. Please not us. Please not us. Please not us. Please not us. Okay, that's good. Oh, so Cristiano Ronaldo's doing the draw. Why is he not here pressing the buttons for me like John Terry did that time? Tottenham will play. Man City. Okay, that's good. I don't want Newcastle. Newcastle are the reigning champions. If we dodge Newcastle, I think it's a small win. None of the draws are easy. I can't really celebrate anyone we get. Leipzig would be favourable. I don't mind that. Leipzig. Okay, that's as good a draw as I think I could have hoped for. Daramy is their key man. They've got Van der Voort. I'll tell you what, their team is old. They've got Van der Voort. Very, very old team here. They've got Mariba. Mariba went back to Leipzig in this same game. Although, actually, no, he never left. Blimey. I'll tell you what, in terms of draws we could have got, there are some good players here. It definitely could have been worse, couldn't it? It definitely could have been worse. They got Simic at the back, who's quite good, and then Leonard Maloney, who's slow as crap. The more I look at that, the more I think that is the best draw I could have hoped for. That's a good... You know what, chat? Small dub to end the stream today. We take them on in a matter of days. We will be doing that tomorrow. I will be live from 2 o'clock in the afternoon UK time, which is whatever time it is for you now, subtract 2.5 hours off it. We will have the Mons Calpe game as a little warm-up sesh before the games against Leipzig. But they are back-to-back fairly soon, so you're going to want to be here tomorrow at 2 o'clock for those ones. That is, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, that is serviceable. I can deal with that draw. We're into the knockouts. It's the second round. And yeah, 8-ball pool tomorrow to start the stream too. That's a valid point that I even thought about, chat. You're actually true. So I'm a bit late, but what to make of the Leafs? Ismail, I don't have the energy to rant again. I've got it off my chest twice this stream. I'm not sad, I'm just disappointed. That's where I'm at. Okay, chat, I'm going to leave things there for today. It's been a really, really fun stream. Not the longest stream, but I feel like we did get a fair amount done. A month and a half played, and quite a busy month and a half for all the transfer window stuff. Next time out, we're taking on Leipzig. Probably, potentially, maybe even wrapping up the season as well. Just a little reminder, on Thursday, I'm going to be live in the evening. So just bear that in mind, 7 p.m.-ish, I think UK time will be live. There won't be a stream during the day on Thursday. But obviously, if you tune in on Thursday and you forgot about Wednesday's stream, go watch Wednesday's stream. Anyway, I'm going to leave things there for today, chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. It's been a blast. There is a new Journey Manager video that dropped earlier today on YouTube. If you've not watched that, please do go watch it. It was a fun old transfer special. I'm going to go chill out. Appreciate you guys. Back tomorrow for the knockouts. We're in the Champo, baby.